friends, it's Nancy, and we're back to work on this journal today, created from a vintage Whitman sampler chocolate box. So if you haven't seen the previous two videos, you can go back and take a look at them and see how this all started with the birth of the journal. So yesterday I was talking about inspiration that I thought about. I was sure that I had an ad that looks like this. And I was going through and this was going to be sort of the focal point, the inspiration that I wanted to use for this journal. So I was going through my chocolate stash, and I found this ad, and I thought, you know what? It was this magazine that I found that ad. So this is Reminisce from 2016. And the front cover has, it's the swimsuit edition. It has a bathing beauty on the front cover. And I thought, oh, that's where I saw the ad. It wasn't in like an old magazine. It was just a reprint that I saw in this magazine. I don't have it. I didn't keep it. It's possible there was something on the back that I liked better. This I printed from the internet. I don't know why it has this corner chopped out. I don't remember that it had that corner chopped out. That's just weird. Anyway, so that's the ad that I'm talking about, and it says it was in the Saturday Evening Post. I'm not seeing what the date is though. But I'm sure it ran in a couple of magazines. I printed this out bigger to see if I could see the date, and I couldn't see the date. But I'm guessing it's, I don't know. Let's say 1940. Oh, 1943. I just don't know what month. Oh, Nancy. You're so silly. Anyway, so I guess what I want to say about this is it's taking a lot of mental power to figure this out. And a nice commenter sent me an article on mental floss about a short and sweet history of the Whitman sampler. So I'm going to include a link to that so you can have a look if that's something you're interested in. Again, I just got to say how happy I am with all of the comments. It appears to me that people are interested in this because they're doing their own research and sharing memories, and I'm just really excited about this project. Anyway, so not only mental effort but other effort, because I've been working on samples. I don't want to commit to anything until after I've tried it. So for example, before I put that gold tissue paper down, I tried it out on a piece of cardstock to see, what it would look like when it was adhered to all three sides. Decided that was good, we'd go with that. Then before I started inking, I tested out the ink on this piece of a cutoff. It was, the edge of the box. I was happy with that. And then I started working on the spine, and I wanted to test a couple of different specialty stitches that I have on my machine and a couple different colors of thread. I ended up going with this stitch, but not that color of thread. I went with something a little more purpley. So I've got the front. This is going to be a curved hollow back spine, but something a little different. So the curved spine itself was made using techniques I learned from Nick the Booksmith in her course. If you have not taken a Nick the Booksmith course, it's well worth it. The one that I took that included the spine was the Victorian Ladies Handbook and Scholar's Journal. It was a twofer. And if I get stuck, I will refer back to it again and again just to refresh my memory. So what I did is I took some fabric. I wanted to make this puffy because I didn't want to adhere the fabric directly to the spine because I didn't want to overlap it too much. I wanted to make sure that this was showing. So I left a little extra fabric and then added some cheesecloth to give it just a little bit of puff. And then, I don't know if you can see the hand stitches in here. I hand stitched this piece of doily. I'm thinking this was probably somebody started doing a tablecloth and started putting a couple of motifs together and then quit. I've just got it pinned up so that I can work efficiently. And when I put this down, I thought, you know what this reminds me of is an old-fashioned sofa, Chesterfield, I guess, with a doily on the arm so that it wouldn't stain the fabric with your greasy old mitts. I feel like I put a piece of chipboard, just a 1/4 inch piece of chipboard here, so that it would be a firm edge to seat in here. But I feel like I left it a little long, so I might need to pull out a couple of stitches. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull out a couple of stitches. And then we'll glue it down. I had tied these off so carefully. Sunday morning, another beautiful day. We installed the air conditioner yesterday, so we had a much better night, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, little scissors. Where are you, little scissors? My son came over this morning. It's only 8:15. It was before 6 when he texted me. I want to know if he'd come over, do a little laundry. I said, of course. So he's been and gone. He's got a load in the dryer right now, but he went to go get groceries. And then he'll come back and switch her up. He has laundry facilities at his apartment, but it's hard to get coins right now. You pretty much have to know somebody. Okay, I think that's going to be sufficient unto the cause. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. And that way when I close it, there will be a little bit of stretch so that it'll remain taut, hopefully. Hopefully. All of this is an experiment. All right. So we'll just glue this down. Like a Dairy Queen soft serve, you gotta give it a little swirl. All right, tuck you down there where you belong. So according to this, I'm just checking out this article. It says, in 1945, the company developed a French edge, extending the lines of the cover and bottom outside the lines of the box. So that's what this one was a French edge. So as long as this article is accurate, the earliest this journal could be, this box could be is 1945. I sealed the top and bottom of the covers to protect them, and take these pins out now. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. So I will continue to look for this image. Like the original ad that doesn't have, you know, all these bits and pieces covering it. What I think is, this is just a picture. This isn't the whole page. I think maybe there was another image on top of it, and then there was something about the ad that was down here, because it was ads we love. So this one was printed as a full size, and this one wasn't, I think. Hard to say. Hard to say. What I have pulled out here, I don't know if you remember, but I don't know, a couple months ago, I got a box of quilt pieces that were in a Goldcraft box. So this was the paper from that box, and I fussy cut out this little image that was on the box of a dish of chocolates. Found some other things in my stash that I want to use. So there's a advertisement. This came from a Remember When book. You'll sometimes see these in gift shops, and they're like little booklets, and it says Remember When 1967. This one was 1935, and it had a Whitman's ad in it. The back, what does it have in the back? Oh, Continental Can. So I can certainly make use of that. There's a little ad for Hershey's syrup. This came from an old magazine. This is Nestle's chocolates. I found this. I made this card for a different journal, didn't use it. This is postage stamps collaged and punched out. I've made it into a altered paper clip, and it says chocolate on the ribbon. This was actually a ribbon from a box of strawberries dipped in chocolate that a student gave me. So I thought, oh, that'd be good. And of course, here was the inside of the top of the box. This is an ad from 1947. It says here that candy is an overlooked part of nutrition. Well, I'm going to tell you, I do not overlook it. Oh, here's a bigger one I printed, and it's not clear enough to read it. I tried a couple different sizes and it didn't work. Used a lot of ink, didn't work. So those are some of the things that I'm interested in using. All right, let's see. You ready? Let's see if this closes. There we go. So I might have to do a few more stitches to pin that down, or maybe I'll just put some pins and train it to lay down. I want it to hang loose. I don't want it to be glued down. Okay. So here's the inside. Let's get a couple of clips here so I can glue this down. Nothing better than a fresh bottle of Fabri-Tac, let me tell you. Fewer pleasures in this world. I don't have to worry about being too neat because all of this is going to be covered. I'm just sticking some glue in here because I want to make sure those threads get glued down. That would be an absolute crime if those threads started to pull. I do like this padded spine. I might use that in a couple of other things in the future. Often when I'm using fabric on a spine, I'll tear it and leave it all raggedy, but or you know, I'll cover the raggedy edge with some lace or rickrack or something. A little trampoline. Okay. Now, next on my agenda. So this is the card that the signature is going to be sewn. The signatures are going to be sewn to. Usually I would use a light colored fabric. This one I'm going to use matchy fabric. And then I'm hoping I have enough fabric here that I can do the inside covers. Yep, I do. So that's what I'm going to work on this morning, is the inside covers, and maybe I will get to work on choosing some pages. So for sure, I will come back, turn camera back on, and bring you along for the ride. I hope you're enjoying this series. I know some people are really enjoying this series and are as excited as me. So thanks so much for watching, and if you're not subscribing, subscribe, click the bell so that you'll get notifications when new videos are posted, so you don't miss a bit of it. Alrighty, you take care. Bye-bye.